issue 158 because of doing, because there was, I think it must have been Mrs. and they came in the other day. Now, this issue 158, before I do a review on the figure, I want to say that Series 13, no humans were the creators of the Daleks. I'd say they've just copied the Daleks, what they've seen before, and decided to make their own Daleks, the outer shell. Inside it, I don't know why Chris Chubnall has done this, but the living, or say, organisms inside the casing of the Dalek, he's made them like how they are in Aliens, where the creatures come out of the eggs and they jump. They never did. In those organisms in the Daleks never did that. They never did that at all. But he wants to change it and make them like they're really, really dangerous. Thing is, they never looked like that. So it is absolutely the most ridiculous thing that Chris Chubnall can do. The actual creator was Devros. Whatever these creatures that are inside the casing of these that are supposed to look like Daleks, they're not actual ones. They're not actual Daleks. They're made to look like Daleks and have these things inside them, and they think, oh, they're really good. And next minute you see a scene where, one of the organisms jumps and lands on the back of Yaz's neck. They never did that. I'll show you one of the figures, how they look, and how in this since you've got a female playing the Doctor, Chris Chubnall is totally ruined Doctor Who. As I said, I'll show you the figure. This is the figure that that shows that this is inside the Daleks. Now the thing is, in one of the episodes of the series, when it came back in 2005, all this one wanted to do was see outside. That's all. And then I think it disappeared, or then showed up again in one of the episodes where Devros took all the planets from all different places from all over the universe. This guy, who didn't really tell Devros what he was sort of up to. But the thing is, in those episodes from a series from when it came back in 2005, and you had the 9th Doctor right up to the 12th Doctor, they were like this, and that is what was inside the casing. But of course, Chris Chubnall, oh no, he wants to make them so they're dangerous. No. They never were. They were always inside their casing. Except for this one where he's he got wires and all that. But that's how they looked. Now, the figure of Devros, who created the Daleks, these so-called humans must have copied. They've somehow thought, oh, we'll make our own design. Rather a stupid idea, though. Absolutely dumb idea. You see, as I said, this guy, Devros, is the one that created them. You notice the bottom? See how Devros's chair is like the bottom of the Daleks. Look at that. Move the same, except Devros was the creator. Now the detail on this is pretty good. Really nice detail on that, as you can see. It's got all the little switches and that there. That was in the episode Genesis of the Daleks, when the Fourth Doctor and Sarah and Harry went there, and it was like a time ring because they needed help. The Time Lords wanted them to help them to stop Devros, who created the Daleks. So those humans in series 13 with the female Doctor, which is a stupid idea, they've copied and made their own shape, and probably end up making their own organism thing inside it, when this guy is actually from Skaro, not Earth. So that has cool detail on it, as you can see. Really cool detail. Now, I wasn't sure if I already had this one, so I had to check. I checked and I thought, no, I haven't got it. So let's, alright. Now, it's really cool detail all the way around, and the switches there on his chair there. Paintwork, pretty good, pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. Not bad at all. But as you can see, the bottom. And this is the thing. In this series 13 is supposed to come out. Oh, this episode is supposed to come out where all the Daleks attack Earth. Well, firstly, not exactly a new story. More like history repeating itself. The Daleks attacking Earth when they did that before. But the thing is, Daleks, how they're supposed to look, is now, even though this Dalek is like an orangey yellowy colour, they're sort of supposed to look like Daleks, right? Bulky, you know, they're not this blue light. So, whatever the Chris Chumley with the story, thank you for the like. The story, it's the most absolutely stupid, idiotic, dumb episode that, you know, oh, of course I'll check it out. Probably have a good old laugh because, I mean, the Daleks, they weren't blue. They weren't created by humans. They've copied. They've got it in the story where, oh, the humans make these Daleks and they're going to help the human race and all this. But no. They've just changed the outer shell of it and man-made the creature inside it. Which, of course, not thinking that those creatures are going to jump out and attack. And they never did that. They never did that at all. They were always like that, and they were inside the casing like that. Now, I think it's the most stupidest, idiotic, and dumb design of the Daleks. You know, they never were like that. But, oh, let's have a story where the humans make their own Daleks and they tamper with things. Remember, always comes back and bites you on the behind. And what happens? Oh, they all personally think, oh, they're good. We've created something good. Redesigned the outer shell and made their own creature, organism, to go inside the Dalek, in the shell of the Dalek, and comes back and bites them on the behind. The other thing is this timeless child rubbish. No such thing as timeless child. That's Chris Chubnall. Want to change everything. Let's change everything. The thing is, the first Doctor that was played by William Hartnell, he is the first Doctor. There was no timeless child. There's nothing whatsoever. Omega, which they seem to pushed him aside. They've pushed all the real stuff, all the real stuff that has to do with the show. Push that aside. Let's change everything. And this Ruth, oh, she's the Doctor. Oh, has she crushed her TARDIS? Oh, it's all. Come on. And the only way she thinks she's the Doctor. She goes into a lighthouse, smashes some glass thing, and out comes the Time Lord energy. That's the most dumb idea ever. So, as I said this before, I really hope that they get rid of Chris Chubnall, get another actor, male, to play the Doctor. So the 13th Doctor regenerates and it's a male. And from then on, better storyline, so get rid of Chris Chubnall, have a better writer, a male playing the Doctor, as it's supposed to be, because the thing is, you can't have a female play a male role when all the other Doctors were male brains. This is where Chris Chumnall is forgetting. He must be as thick as a bloody brick. Like in, he should sit down and watch the episode, the 50th anniversary, where the Bad Wolf looks like Rose says, same software, different case. Same with the Doctor. Same Doctor, different face. None of this rubbish and crap about timeless child rubbish. So hopefully, 13th Doctor regenerates and it's a male. Get rid of Chris Chubnall and have a better writer, and say all that business of the timeless child was fake. The Master was lying. The other thing is, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life, putting the dead Time Lords in Cybermen. So when one of the Cybermen gets shot, they regenerate, and they've got the Time Lord hat thing on top of them. And I think that's not what the regeneration energy is. When a Time Lord regenerates, they regenerate to another person. Same, what, the Doctor, same Doctor, different face. As I said with the sonic screwdriver, same software, different case. And the same Doctor minds. Remember in the 5 Doctors, when the 5th Doctor was controlled by Borusa, and the 3 Doctors closed their eyes and they contacted and they linked up minds because they're the same on the inside. Then they were able to break the trance that Borusa had over the 5th Doctor, and the 5th Doctor walked beside the other 3 Doctors. Because same Doctor. Might have a different face, but he's the same Doctor on the inside because the male mind. It's the same with the Master. Although now you've got the Master, who I have to say is one of the most psycho masters I've ever seen. You know, all the other actors that played the Master, from the very first person that played the Master, and all the other actors that played the Master, except for Missy, the Master should never have regenerated into a woman, but don't need to worry about that. All the other actors that have played the Master, those actors did a better job, a fantastic job, than the actor that said, Spy Master. He was some type of psycho. It was always this Master was on some funny stuff. It was a stupid Master. You know, all the other, as I said, all the other actors that played the Master, they did a fantastic job. Eric Roberts, who was first in the Doctor Who movie, and he played an ambulance, ambulance person, and was taken over by the master. And of course, Eric Roberts did a fantastic job, and every other actor did a fantastic job. But the one in the episode where the master says, "Spy, master," they're on a plane, and he's got his TARDIS flying round outside the plane, and it's a house. Of course, he's changed the outside of his TARDIS, copying Wizard of Oz. But no, they don't get in trouble for that, do they? No. But that master, that actor that played the master, it was a stupid master. You know, as I said, all the other actors that played the master, they were never like, they never played their masters like that. All other actors did a better, fantastic job. You know, they weren't like a complete idiot, thick as a brick, you know, stupid. So that's a little bit of a rant about that. But as I said, this guy, Davros, was the one that created the Daleks. But in this episode, the humans created the Daleks. No, they didn't create the Daleks. They thought, let's make our own. And they had a design to change the design. You've got it blue round here. Change the shape of it. What we're going to put inside it? Let's make our own organism. But the thing with that is, and the wrong thing is, don't tamper with things you don't really understand. Don't think, yes, they're good and all this. Stupid episode. Well, I've seen bits and pieces of it. And of course, they have John Barrowman come back to play Jack. Okay, that's fair enough. As long as he doesn't get treated badly. I mean, I would have rather seen Jack team up with the 12th Doctor or the 11th Doctor, not the 13th Doctor, because it's like the start. You always hear them say, "Madman with a box." What, you're going to say a mad woman with a box? It does sound stupid. So that's my little bit of a rant about that. Of course, in issue 159, because they I think they were sort of out of sync, which I already did that one there, which is a Cyber Scout. But you know, the Doctor, Sarah and Harry were sent back with a time ring, and they had to make sure they didn't lose the time ring, because they had to stop the one that actually created the Daleks. So, yeah, so I'm just a bit, if I was able to play the Doctor, I would do a better job. Even if I was able to have do my own Doctor Who fan film, I'd make sure that it was kept to how the Doctor Who show is supposed to be, how it's always been. But it's a bit hard to try and make my own Doctor Who fan film. That. But if I was able to, I'd do a better job than Chris Chubnall and writing stories for the Doctor Who show and Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, which, seriously, come on. Female playing the Doctor, come on. Come on. I have seen a lot of other Doctor Who fan films, and they all do a fantastic job. And they show how the Doctor is how he's supposed to be, how he's always been, not how it is in the show. So if I was able to do my own Doctor Who fan film, I would make it better, a whole lot better than the way the show is made. So yeah, so I'm going to go now. I want to thank you all coming on. The review on Devros. And as I said, cool detail, nice detail in the colours. And as you can see, the base, his chair, like the bottom of the Dalek, as you see here. And with this one. So, yes, I'm not sure what's in, actually, I might have said, I'm not really sure what was in 160, unless I've got it, but anyway, yes, thank you all for joining. Take care, stay safe, and as I always say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. There'll probably be another live stream sometime tonight, late tonight. So yeah, so take care everybody, and that was my review on Devros, the actual creator. Had a bit of a rant. So take care guys. Bye now.